Hello everybody, Carnage back here again, and today I'm going to be doing my top 10 Marvel Legends of 2022. Now, a couple of these were very close to making it on, but due to some quality control errors, they sadly won't be making it on, like the Namor over here. I did try fixing his wing with super glue, and it did work, but the super glue got stuck into his foot, so he sadly is not on the top 10, but he would have if I didn't, goof up his foot by trying to super glue the wing onto his foot. And another one is the Iron Spider. It's just most because he is very back heavy with those extra legs of his. But other than that, it's like a perfect figure. It's just more the fact that his legs just kept getting in the way. And another one was the Thor, just mostly because he can't really do anything other than just stand there menacingly. And the Wolverine's just basically a reuse of, like, the past, 6 Wolverine figures. But, yeah, that's basically why those ones are on. And now for the ones that basically are kind of new. The Bombastic Bagman. It's just mostly because he's a reused body. Like, I still love this figure. Fantastic figure. It's just more the fact that he's on a reused body that's not the most agile for him, I think. The Scarlet Witch. Same kind of reason, just kind of older body, just kind of not fantastic. But I really do like this one. Definitely a fantastic upgrade. Just gonna take these two out for the moment. This Sabretooth, though, he was actually going to be in the 10 place, but then I remembered that that the figure I have at number 10 came out, and I just really liked that one way more than Sabretooth, so that's why he is not on the top 10. Gonna take Iron Spider out, and Namor, real quick. And Sleepwalker was actually a figure that actually surprised me this year, very interesting character, very cool looking character in my opinion. I really do like all the bandages he has all around his body, all the torn clothing and other things like that. Very nice figure. Really do like him. And Gorr, again, he's too short. I know I've been saying this since I've reviewed the figure 6 months ago. He's just too short. And also his well, what's this called? His skirt? I don't know what else to call it. His skirt just basically hinders his leg movement way too much, in my opinion. But I still do like the fact that they gave him pinless joints. That is one thing I can really say about this figure. But aside from that, that's just kind of why he's been kind of a letdown. And a couple other figures that didn't really make it on were the Mojo. And the Mojo is mostly not on the list just because, well, I don't know a ton about the character, and he can't be really posed into many, different poses, and he can't stand on his legs. I'm assuming that's why these clear little domes were put on the bottom, just so he would be able to, stand and, do stuff like that. But, again, it's just nitpicky stuff, and I'm he's a cool character and everything, but he's just not something I'm really a fan of. And then this one, a lot of you will be very ticked off about, but that is the 20-year anniversary Captain America. And the only reason why he is not on the list is just because I can't bring myself to take him out of the packaging. He is just too badass, just in the box for me, man. Now, I will try to see if I can buy that head online, just because I really do want to use it for my Captain America, the 80-year one. Just because I feel like that head would look very good on it. And that's basically the only reason why he is not on the top 10. If not for the fact that he was still in the box, he would be top 10. So starting off with my top 10 is Baron Zemo. And I love this figure. This is such a great figure they released this year. And, like, I know they did reuse the legs, but everything else on this is brand new, from what I can tell. Like, it's just mostly, like, from the lower calf. I think that's a calf. Anyway, from the lower part of the leg up until where it connects at the hips is basically just reused, from what I can tell. But the rest of this is just brand new, and I just really like it. Very good articulation, very menacing looking head. I really do like it. You can just tell he's planning and scheming something. I really do like the, whatever this is called, like the fur that's on his sides. Like, I really do like the snow leopard print. It's very nice. And I did buy this guy off of eBay for about $35, I want to say. And, like, I mean, I regret it now because I've seen him in stores a handful of times since then. But, I mean, I just really do love this figure. Very cool. Very basic body, though. I will say that. Like, it's all new sculpt and everything like that, but it is just kind of basic. And that's kind of why he is kind of on the lower part of this list. But he did come with alternate hands, or at least a alternate hand. I don't really remember if he came with more than one hand at the moment, but he also did come with this very iconic sword, and it does have some scuffage right there and right there, but other than that, it's a very nice figure, and I really, really do like it. Now, let's get on to the number 9 spot. And in the number 9 spot, we have the Defender Doctor Strange from the Rintrah. Rintrah? I think that's how the name is pronounced. Or, he wasn't even actually part of that Build-A-Figure wave. This is a Target exclusive, now that I think about it. And the Baron Zemo was a Walgreens exclusive, for those of you who weren't so sure. Yeah, main reason why he is this low on the list is just because the main reason why I bought him was just mostly for this ring effect. Like, he's a cool figure, don't get me wrong, pardon my misspeech right there, but very cool figure. I really do like him. He does have the pinless joints, which very, very nice, very happy about that, but he's just kind of a very basic Doctor Strange in my opinion. Like, nothing against him, he is a very nice figure and I really do like him, and I really, really wish they would make the zombie version of him, because that would be the most badass Marvel Legend of all time. But I will give this figure, like, his outfit. Like, I do like how they detailed it and everything. Like, very nice. Love the red. Pops out very well on camera. And I really do like... Whoops. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. And I really do like the gloves. Like, I do like how those look very realistic. If it had some black wash on the, like, lower part of the arm, I feel like it would have looked better, but that's just my personal opinion. But it does look a lot like Benedict Cumberbatch too. Like, that's something else I will say about this figure. Like, it looks so much like Benedict Cumberbatch, and I do really, really love it. And I hope at some point they do give us the zombie version. Now, let's get on to number 8. And in the number 8 place is the Havoc from the Bonebreaker Build-A-Figure wave. And, fully honest, I loved this figure when it first came out. Like, it is a reused mold. I think it's a Sunfire body mold. I might be mistaken about that. But all I know is it is a reuse of that body mold, but it's such a good reuse of this figure, in my opinion. And it is basically just a flat black, so it doesn't really, you know, do a whole lot. I do really like the symbol in the middle, though. Like, I really do like how they did that. And it's, like, so clean, too. Like, mine doesn't even have any imperfections that I can really see. Like, it's a little foggy right in the middle, or a little goofed up right there, if you guys can see that. But I really do like it. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is kind of like pixelated all the way around, and that's just a very cool detail that I'm surprised they added. And he did come with some new blast effects, which I do not have at the moment. I misplaced them before the video and I just couldn't find them. But he is a very, very gorgeous figure, and I am very happy to have him. And like I was saying earlier, I am very surprised I did not have him higher on the list than 8. But with some of the other figures you'll see on this list, you can kind of see why. Now let's get on to number 7. And in 7th place, we have the controller Build-A-Figure Wave Iron Man. And this figure surprised me quite a bit when I first opened it, just because I truthfully started reading the Iron Man series lately. Like, I read the first 2 issues, like where this costume is introduced, and it's a very good series so far. I'm still trying to find the other issues and complete the series. But anyway, this is the Alex Ross inspired one, and let me just say, there's a dog hair on it. It is a very, very good figure. Like, I was very surprised about it. Like, it just moves so graciously, and I just really, really do like how it looks in, like, a flight stand pose. Like, kind of like that. Very, very nice. And the joints are kind of a little stiff on it, so be wary of that if you do decide to get this figure. But I mean, it's all completely new sculpt. Everything on this figure is brand spanking new. And let me just say, it looks very, very good, and it will stand out on your Avengers display, and if you don't have it in your Avengers display, it will stand out in your Hall of Armor, just because it's a very, very unique costume. Just because it is based off the work of Alex Ross, who is my personal favorite comic book artist of all time, and he also did do these 2 covers for Fantastic Four, plus, like, these are just 2 variant covers, and he is also doing, like, the main covers for the story too. Now, sorry about that little sidetrack right there, but this is just a gorgeous figure. Now, the one thing I am not a big fan of is just the shoulder blades, mostly because they do kind of, like, hinder the articulation in his shoulders a little bit. But other than that, like, it's a gorgeous figure. It is kind of a little flat red too, so if they would have, like, put some black wash in it, I feel like it would have, you know, popped more. But other than that, like, fantastic figure. And I am very, very happy I do own this one. Now, let's go on to number 6. Is it 6? Yeah, number 6. So, stay tuned. And on to number 6, we have the U.S. agent from the controller Build-A-Figure Wave. And this guy came with a couple of extra hand accessories, like a opened hand one, and I feel like he came with an open hand one where he could, like, hold a gun, I believe. I can't really remember at the moment. I haven't really taken his hands off in a while, and I don't really remember what he came with other than the shield and the controller arm. But let me just say, this is a fantastic figure. It is on a reused body, like most of the figures have been. And if I remember correctly, I believe this was... Oh, I can't remember who the original figure was, but I know it's the same body mold as Rock Python from the Smart Hulk Build-A-Figure Wave. But let me just say, this U.S. agent is fantastic, and I love that they finally gave us a new one after almost 10 years, I want to say. Because I know when they started doing Marvel Legends again, they released... Or when Hasbro finally started doing Marvel Legends again, after a, like, 4 or 5 year hiatus, I want to say, they did Return of Marvel Legends. And I know in one of the few waves that they made, they created, U.S. Agent. And that U.S. Agent was on the Bucky Cap mold. And, like, it's a fantastic figure. I've never held it or really played with it. I know my cousin had it, and he let me, like, play with it for a little bit, and then he sadly lost and broke it. when he found it. So, yeah, this figure was given to me by my good friend Diego, who is Optima Awesome's brother, for those of you who don't know. Very cool people, love them both. Very happy to have traded him a Mark I Armored Spider for this. Very nice figure. And yeah, let's get on to number 5. And up next in number 5's place is the Disney Plus Wave Hawkeye, which is the only other MCU-based figure on this list aside from the Doctor Strange that I showed earlier. And let me just say, this figure is a superior upgrade from the last one we got, which was like the exclusive Target 2-pack one with like Natasha Romanoff, and he came with the oh, what's it called, the quantum suits that they used to travel back in time in Avengers Endgame. And I really do like this figure. Very good. I really do like one detail I do really enjoy. Come on, focus, 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 there we go, is that they did give him a hearing aid, and I just really like that fact. I also do think this is a very good likeness to Jeremy Renner. I also do like that they gave him like all the scars and damage on his face. Really do like that. And I also do really like the new quiver they gave us. Like, I will be doing a review on this guy hopefully before 2022 ends. There we go. And yeah, I really do like it. I also do like the fact that they did put purple on the what are they called? Like the, I know it starts with an F, I just can't think of the word for it. For like the little things they have at the end of bows so they can like glide easily through the air. But yep, very gorgeous figure. A little bit of a flat color, but that's truthfully nothing compared to like how this figure looks and how it articulates and everything like that, because it does have butterfly joints, which hopefully all Marvel figures from now on are going to be getting butterfly joints. But I will be doing a review on this guy later, so stay tuned for that. Now let's get on to number 4. And in 4th place, we have the Walmart exclusive Ulik the Troll. Forgot his name for a second. And main reason why he isn't higher up on this list, like in my personal opinion, just because he is basically reusing the same arms and legs, and I do believe the body is a reuse too. I think they just kind of retooled it a little bit for him. Like, it's a phenomenal figure, don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's just more the fact that he only has single jointed elbows, no butterfly joint, single jointed knees, and he does have the ball hips going on, which I mean isn't a terrible thing. Like, it works for him, but I mean at the same time it's just kind of a little ugly looking. But I will give it this. He did come with some fantastic accessories, like an alternate head and a couple open hands, plus his mace right here, which I really do like this mace. It is a very cool, very cool accessory they gave him. And I also do really like the coloring on this figure. Really does kind of pop out, and it will work very well on a Thor display or a Avengers Villains display, whichever works for any of you. Now let's get on to the top 3 figures this year, in my opinion. And in 3rd place, we have the Attuma Build-A-Figure Wave Black Panther. And only reason why this figure is not higher up is just because the 2 figures I put ahead of him are just the 2 I have really enjoyed the most this year. And like, this is a phenomenal figure. Like, best Black Panther we've gotten since, I want to say, the first Black Panther movie, where they released the Walmart exclusive one with the cape. that was a Walmart exclusive, I want to say. I think it was Walmart. And like that exclusive Walmart Black Panther has been on my shelf up until I bought this one. Like, he and the Namor were the top two I really wanted from the wave, other than the what's it called? It was called the has it Zeraze, or the White Panther, basically, that I reviewed earlier or a few months ago, I want to say. Like, this one is definitely a superior upgrade, and I know you can remove the cape. I truthfully just don't want to, just because he looks so good with it on. Like, it would just be a shame just to take the cape off, in my opinion. And I know for you customizers out there, if you try hard enough, you could probably make this the Batman from what was it called? Future State, because that looks quite a bit, come on, focus, quite a bit like the Batman head, or the Batman's face from that comic. And for those of you who have not read Future State, there's a new Batman in it, and he is played by Lucius Fox's son, I know. I don't remember his son's name at the moment, but it was a very good story, and I really hope they do more with that Batman character. Again, sorry for getting distracted, but this figure is just phenomenal. Only thing I can really complain about is they didn't use black wash for the feet or the hands. That is the only thing I can really complain about. Other than that, it's a fantastic figure, and I'm pretty sure Chadwick Boseman would really, really like this figure if he were still alive today. So, just a moment of silence for our fallen king, Chadwick Boseman. Right. And thank you, Chadwick Boseman, for bringing the character of Black Panther to life. I know me and a lot of people I know really do appreciate you bringing that character to life, and like making him as well known as he is, because I know before the movies, not a whole lot of people knew about Black Panther, which kind of sucks because Black Panther is a fantastic character. But I'm starting to get distracted again and go on a tangent. So before I do that, let's go on to figure number 2. And the second figure on my list is the Walmart exclusive Doctor Strange. And this Doctor Strange is definitely the best Doctor Strange we've gotten ever. Like, the heads are perfect that came with him. He came with an axe. He came with a lot of hands, I know. And they did give us the, I can't remember what legs these are from. I want to say like maybe the 2099 Spider-Man. That looks very close to what his legs are. The feet do kind of look a little big on him, but other than that, like, this figure is just fantastic. Another thing I'm not a huge fan of is the cape is not removable. So for those of you who wanted to like take the cape off, you'd have to like heat it up and then, you know, pop it off manually, just so you would have like a normal like Doctor Strange without the cape. And this head does kind of remind me of someone from the movies. Like, I know it's like an older movie actor. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I know he was in quite a few like horror-based movies back in the like 50s and 60s, I want to say. I really can't think of his name right now, but I know like, this face sculpt really reminds me of him. But yeah, this figure is just completely blown all expectations out for any other Doctor Strange figure they will release in the future. Which, I mean, they don't really even need to anymore, just because this one's like perfect. Now, the only thing I really want them to do now is make a comic book Wong. And that reminds me, I was going to put Wong on the honorable mentions, but he's currently up in my display, and he's kind of holding up a couple other figures right now. So sadly, Wong will not be in this video at the moment, or for a while until, like, I start making stop motions, which will be happening as soon as I do get that new Ultimate Captain America from the new wave that's going to be coming out next year. I don't remember the name of the wave, but I know it's the one that has Molecule Man and the upgraded Wonder Man. So, yeah, again, sorry for the tangent. Now let's just go on to the #1 figure of this year. And for the 3rd year in the row, it is Frogman, the best Marvel Legend ever created. Doesn't even need an upgrade. Best figure ever. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, I'm joking. The actual #1 is the Renew Your Vows 2-pack Spider-Man. And this is just the most superior Spider-Man I have ever gotten. And I know people say that the, which one was it? Amazing Fantasy 15 Spider-Man is the best Spider-Man. Yeah, I actually don't have that figure yet. I know my parents said they were going to get it for me for Christmas. So hopefully they found it for a good price, because I really don't want them spending like hundreds of dollars on a plastic figure that is literally just 6 inches tall. Like, it's not worth it, in my opinion. But anyway, like, best figure of the year, in my opinion. I truthfully, like fully honest, like, he was the main figure I played with, like, this year. Like, he's done an excessive amount of posing in my hands. Like, definitely the best figure of the year, in my opinion. And he did come with Spinneret, and Spinneret's an average Marvel Legend, in my opinion. Nothing too exciting about her, but this one came with 2 fisted hands, 2 open hands, which I do have on him right now. He came with 2 whipping hands, and an alternate head. Like, truthfully, the only thing they were really missing was, like, giving him, like, a web effect. But I know they did do that with the Amazing Fantasy 15 Spider-Man. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent again. This figure is just the best one out of the year. Comes with the pinless joints that have been a big thing this year. He did get kind of a ball hinge type joint. I don't remember what that's called. I think that is called a ball hinge. I might be mistaken about that. And I'm not a huge fan of that, just because it does kind of leave a big gap when you try pushing his head up. But he did come with the butterfly joints. He came with double knees, and he did come with the drop down hip, which is a fantastic thing. Double jointed, or pinless joint kneecaps. Sorry about my camera not focusing. But the thing that everyone that I have talked to really, really likes about this figure, sorry, I'm just trying to focus my camera, is these these toe joints. Like, this is something we got one other time, and that was in a Beast figure from, what wave was it? The Caliban wave. And that figure was, like, way ahead of its time, because they didn't do the toe joints up until this Spider-Man right here. Then again, they might have done it for the Amazing Fantasy 15 one. I am not so sure about that. If you know, just leave a comment down below and let me know. But yeah, basically that's all I have for you guys today. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, leave a like down below, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to. I know I do kind of space out on these videos and then just talk about something else. I do apologize for that. But I just really am very excited, because all the new Marvel Legends that have been announced have just been very exciting to me. And I just can't wait to get my hands on them. So, without any further ado, I just want to thank you all for watching. Do what I said earlier and like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Instagram at Carnage_the_kid. And it's kind of a difficult name to remember. Like, I have been thinking about rebranding my channel, but I'll figure that out in the new year, hopefully. But thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace!